Hey guys, what's up? This is Tony from Tony's Guitar Hangout today with a really fair comparison because it's the same guitar with the same guitar, but it's not the same guitar. Just roll the intro. I ordered a JCraft with SC3V in February, I think. I was so proud of this guitar that I even branded the guitar with the name of my band. Just Google it. You'll find it. It is a fantastic guitar. I'm really proud of the guitar. It plays super. It sounds superb. Nothing to complain about. And then a student of mine said, hey, this guitar is really cool. Can I have one too? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm hooking up Mark from JCraft and said to him, dude, can you send me another one? And he did. And the friend of mine, the student, he ordered one in black. It's over there. It came and I was like, it can't surprise me. It's basically the same guitar. It should feel the same. It should have the same specification. It should be the same guitar, but being not the same guitar because it's obviously black and this one is pink. I was surprised. It is another guitar. It is different. It feels different. Does it sound different? Let's find it out together. The CV3C in pinkish white has one or two issues with the pickups. I said that before, that I don't like it that the pickups are white. This is aged and this is yellow and it's all different colors and this is kind of bugging me, but it's just optical wise. Then I had the issue that the frets on the side were a little bit harsh. I had to file them down so that the neck feels comfortable again. The neck is not lacquer. It feels oiled, but I can't tell it for sure. Then a normal thing on, let's say, budget guitars is that the tuners are not too stable, and tremolo is, an accessory that you don't use. It just looks cool, but you shouldn't use it. The thing is, when you bend the guitar, like with a tremolo arm, it slips through the nut here, and if it's not sliding good back and forth, it gets stuck. And that's why the guitar string detunes, not because of the guitar string itself, but because of the nut here. Also, it is very important to have a very precise filed nut so that the string doesn't sit here. If this is the nut and the string is sitting like just at the sides of the nut and not sitting right down, this is a problem and it gets stuck in here. Also, if the nut is too wide, it just sits inside here. It might be too low and that could cause issues as well. So you see, having a tremolo on a guitar can cause issues. If you want to use it properly, you have to have a real good look at the nut that is on your guitar. On budget guitars, and you have to make compromises somewhere. You can't afford building a high quality guitar in every part for a budget amount of money. That is just not possible, and compromises are here and there to be made, and therefore I'm not blaming anyone for it, but that is the truth. So don't expect your budget guitars to be perfect when intonating when you will dive bomb or something. And so this is the issues of the guitar, and this is how the guitar sounds like. So you see, it sounds fantastic and it does everything it should do. It plays with the dynamics and does everything a higher price guitar should do for more money. Now I'm going to switch out the guitars and I'll let you just hear what the differences are. I'm comparing it A-B while playing. Yeah, you will see what I mean. So you can clearly hear there is a lot of sound differences between this guitar and that guitar. And just to be fair, I slightly touched the pickups on this guitar. Slightly, not too much. So sound differences shouldn't be too drastic. But you can clearly hear this guitar is way thicker, rounder, and warmer. This guitar is more gnarly and focused and mid-ranged. I can't define why that is. Maybe if I adjust the pickups here, I can come close to the sound of the other guitar. What is pretty obvious is that the sound spectrum of the pickups are the same. It's just this one is a little bit more mid-focused. It's a little bit flatter and thinner. And here, the pickups are a little bit more forward. It could be that it is another series. You see, the back of this, the neck, is kind of the same as on the other guitar. But what is pretty obvious is, I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely feel it. This is lacquered. This is oiled. Just look at the headstocks. They differ. This one is more rounded. This one has a little edge here. Also, the knobs are not too aged on this guitar, while on this guitar, they are yellow. The aging on this guitar seems a little better, a little more improved than on this guitar. Maybe they tried things out with this guitar. What I like on this guitar better is the screws. They're more vintage and rustier than on this guitar. And if you want to imitate an aged look, you should also think about the screws. So screw you. This guitar seems a little bit more improved, the black one, as this has a little baby issues, while this hasn't any. But I like the headstock on this one better, and also I like the color a little better. If the formation of controls here, the optics of the controls here would have been on this guitar, I would have been so much happier. Also, the neck joint on the black one seems a little better crafted than on this one, because here you can see a gap between the neck and the neck where you fit in the neck joint, yeah. And this is basically optical-wise the differences. Sound-wise, there are differences as well, but not too bad and not too much that you couldn't adjust it by adjusting the pickup heights. You could maybe, if you go up with these pickups, achieve the same sound spectrum or the same thickness as the other one. So, what's the conclusion now? First of all, both guitars that came are worth every cent that I paid for it, and even more. The second conclusion is there is always issues on budget guitars. This is normal, and if you buy a budget guitar, you have to deal with that, period. Third conclusion, give JCraft always a chance, because they send you cool guitars. And fourth conclusion for me is JCraft is improving. From this guitar to this guitar, it's about 2 or 3 months. And I think they heard opinions from influencers and YouTubers and work on their products and improve them. This is not just noticeable when you touch the neck here, and it is perfectly made. There is no ouchie, there is nothing on the sides of the fret. It just feels good. It's just fun to play. You can play it for hours without having fear of getting into a pain in the arm or armrest or something. So it's just a fun guitar. And if I compare it to the guitars that were budget when I was young and bought my first guitars, where the necks were like, if you bought the guitar for, I don't know, 100, 200 euros, this changed massively. These guitars are value for the money, the best you can get, even in the European market. Even if you take the tax and to pay it for the shipment, you won't get maybe better guitars sound-wise, quality-wise, build-wise here in Europe, not even from a very, very, very big brand that starts with a T and has an own brand that starts with an H and a B. From the other brand I was talking about, not bitching about it, but just telling you, because I want to be honest, I had guitars in my hand where I said, no way, give that back. I had guitars in my hand where literally the pickups were broken. Fair, we sent that back. They didn't say nothing and refunded the guitar or replaced the guitar with another. From JCraft, 2 out of 2. Small issues. Normal things you have to know when you buy a budget guitar. But overall, this is pretty impressive. That was a lot of talking and not a lot of playing. So I'm gonna give you just a few more minutes of enjoying the sounds and hopefully enjoying you to listen to me playing.